things, kits. And this is the last one I think I purchased here. Spitfire.
We're live. It sends me a notification that we're live.
Oh,
We got audio that says
yeah. Not that it's the same word.
one going?
Team manager alerts,
Okay.
so that I fix that.
Bit nervous for the finals.
Right?
Preview,
A bit nervous for the
accuracy,
finals.
live chat,
Oh.
evaluation.
I'm glad I don't have
Looking
that
for
shit.
pencil. Oh, there it is, down at the bottom, I see it. Just took
What
me a while
grade?
to
Nine.
get my way around the screen.
Where, regional, Sacred,
Secret.
Sacred Heart? Our kids went there.
And it's through info.
So you school one of your favorite things? Prime one.
I gotta find it.
So
The
it's,
fourth stream. Be right back.
I use black.
There
Because
we
then
go,
you
camera's
can-
on. Yeah, perfect. Okay,
Then you can,
we got it right now then? You can hear those guys talking? It's a little bit off, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm sure she'll work.
that's
Cool.
the other thing that's
That
new.
worked out pretty good.
It's coming out our markers.
Okay, there it is, eh?
I
Okay,
haven't used any of
Very well.
those before.
okay, thank you very much. We'll
That's
talk to you again.
specific, or is it just an ordinary marker?
Okay, bye-bye.
Acrylic marker, yeah.
Didn't like that guy, eh? Josh phones me to help me walk through to get this working because he sees it's trying to start, but we need to change a few things. So you guys are now streaming. Take a look there. So that's your view that you're giving people.
Okay,
So they're seeing your models and what you're up to.
okay, so I'm
Great.
working on a, now is that upside down? Right side up?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right
it's
side
good,
up.
it's good.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's my 1/72nd scale Spitfire Mark 14 that I'm working on.
I'm working on the Gunpla battle arms for one of my models.
Perfect, you guys.
Yeah,
Exactly what this is. Just
yeah, and I'm
talking about what
using
we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So these are
Tamiya.
some crazy.
I'm using
I
Tamiya
like
paints.
the yellow.
Just because that's what I've used for the last 100 years. So hard to sometimes get an old horse to change. I'm working on it. Normally I prime, but all I'm doing today is just painting the cockpit. And so my plan for this bird is I'm going to get Joe to get me to end up buying a, they call a V1 or V2 rocket. So this will be chasing it eventually. This what those things did back then was went after the V1s. And this is an Academy kit. It seems pretty good. And running low on paint.
It's not good.
Nope, it's getting low. So I've been building models off and on, probably since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, so to speak, but I probably started when I was 12, 13 in there somewhere, and have been off and on. I retired from my work, my job in what the heck was that, 2010. And I've been going pretty steady, probably shortly after that. So being retired, this is almost like my second childhood. Reliving it.
Yeah.
And just really enjoy it. Find it relaxing.
Yeah.
So I tend to do a lot of research. I try to stick to Canadian aircraft. This one's definitely going to be British. And Spitfire is still one of my favorite aircraft. And okay, gotta move up. That's what I'm doing. Still one of my favorite aircraft of all time. And a couple of just before Christmas at the Legion, I was able to run into a fellow that his father was a Spitfire pilot. Second World War, and actually what he had been shot down near the end of the war, and one of the things that this guy, and he's passed away, the pilot actually passed away, the father did, but what he had brought to the Legion for people to see was what was it? A tail wheel from a Spitfire, the Spitfire that was actually shot down. So that was kind of neat, I thought anyway. So I actually ended up with pictures of it I didn't bring. But it was a later mark similar to this. So I do like to do research on the subjects that I'm usually doing, and yeah. And are there subjects you're interested in, like certain ones that you like to look at?
Oh, me? I usually like, well, most of the time I look at Gundams, but from time to
this on?
time, what?
Is mine on?
Yeah, wait, test it again?
Is it blue?
Yeah, it's blue. Yeah.
So you like the Gundam.
Yeah.
So are there certain ones that you like getting?
Well, I usually like sticking to the main character
Okay.
Gundams, but from time to time I pick up like some of the more army builder kind of Gundams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Usually place special orders, or
No, I usually get what's here.
what's here?
Yeah. If something's not here, I'll just go to something more expensive or something cheaper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I wish that. So let's see what we're doing here. So how long have you been working on Gundams?
Oh, me? I'd say since I was 10.
Okay, so
4 years ago, I think. And at the start, I would only get once every year.
oh, okay.
So I would get one in 2020, then 2021. But after that, I kind of lost interest a bit.
Yeah,
So
life gets in the way sometimes.
yeah, I just moved on a bit.
Yeah.
Then after that, a friend told me about this place, and I've started to go here mostly every week, or from now and then. But
Yeah, it's really super nice to have
Yeah.
a store or a,
yeah,
I mean, online is fine, but I still like the idea of bumping into people and talking
Yeah.
and figuring things out that way.
yeah, it's more fun when you see somebody who is in the same hobby
Yeah,
you in person.
yeah, for sure. It's just, I don't know, there's something about being around people, talking and with this, I tried a number of times to, like I say, get to those Regina meetings.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of
They're,
those.
yeah, Fridays, fine scale, or they're scale modelers, Regina modelers. And I was finding it difficult to get there. That was the problem. I mean, I enjoy the meetings, but it was just super
Couldn't-
hard to get there.
Yeah, just couldn't get there every time.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought, why the heck not try and start one? So I phoned around to a couple of different, like the city, to see if I could rent space, and got talking to them, and you know, we could have had space. I could have had space. Then I gave Joe a call here at the fireworks, the Sky's the Limit. And he was willing to let us have this for the cheap price of no
Sweet.
dollars.
Oh.
And that gave us a start.
Nice.
Yeah, no kidding. That makes it a lot easier. I guess I could have finished that floor. Oh, there we go. There we go. There. Yeah, I usually paint these up and then I'll add some aluminum to this. I don't think this one comes with a decal sheet. So what I do then is just take some light, really light gray or white, and dry brush on the instruments that are there that show up, and these seem to show up pretty good, so that won't be a problem. That'll be kind of nice. This is a nice kit to sort of play around with, work on. Some of them come with photo etch parts, which sounds, you know, it's good, but just a lot of work with this scale, 1/72, pretty crazy. But oh yeah, see, I'm just gonna move this a bit.
Sure.
I think they're losing me here. I don't know. Yeah, because I got to go back to the green. I thought I was finished, but not even close. Got to do the floor. I got to get some more of this ordered next time. So now I'm working on the floor. It's the nice cockpit green, I guess is what they call this. Using Army Painter paintbrushes that I just got from Joe, just purchased. Kind of nice to work with. Kind of nice to work with.
It looks fine.
A23 and these don't really. These are made for the Humbrol paints, this darn thing, so it doesn't work. All right. Yeah, so other projects that I'm finishing up a Hurricane right now that I think it's a Hurricane. No, it's a Spitfire I'm finishing up. Mark 1. So that's back at home. And usually with, like I normally airbrush, but when it comes to 1/72nd scale and parts like this, cockpit and stuff,
Yeah, it's better to hand paint.
yeah, it's more easier to hand paint than have to go through setting everything up to do that.
I feel like it's more accurate too, since you could get into more
Yep.
tighter spaces.
Yep. And some people complain about the Tamiya paints because they tend to dry really fast. So yeah, that can be a problem. But like I said, I've been using them for so damn long. I'm kind of hooked on them. The only bad part is there's not much color range. You know, because for American cockpits, the interiors, they're a different green. It's called a zinc chromate.
Oh,
So they don't have it, so I usually have to mix my own. With these, I am starting to branch out, and I'll probably look at getting some of these. Joe has the Army, I think it's Army Painter. Yeah, Army Painter sets here. So, and I've seen some guys use not just like military colors. I've seen them go to stuff that you guys use with the Gundams and
oh,
some of them Army painters and so I'm going to start trying to branch out off to those because there's a lot more colors, different colors, more variety. Okay, so I need the flat black. So yeah. So you like doing the Gundams.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried anything other than?
Well, something similar, very
Okay.
similar, uh, like this one. This guy right here.
No planes or cars?
No,
Okay.
I'm. I really like. I'm more into the mecha genre.
Yeah. No, that's the amazing thing about this hobby.
Yeah. There's a bunch of things you can do.
Well, no, and the other thing it's changed so much. Like it used to be strictly either airplanes or tanks, cars.
Yeah.
But guys got to wake up. It's there's a whole bunch of different things going on now. Gundams and
These statues,
yeah.
monuments. Yeah, there you go.
So I just did the joystick or the control stick. Now I'm looking for the. Looks like it be the gun sight. C6.
Oh,
So that's on the clear. Yeah. Yep. Yes, there's usually a clear part. Well, it says black for this rudder pedals. Yeah, so it's really expanded. There's so much more goes on now with different things. That's 20. Yeah. And then I have different, references that I use at home. I've got some different books. And also online. Like I got a book dedicated just strictly cockpits. This is a bunch of different planes. Yeah, so I've turned it into sort of the history too. I like going. Try and pick out say a certain pilot. Like there's one of my favorites is still Douglas Bader was his name. He was an Englishman, but he commanded the 242 Squadron, I think it was, which was all Canadians. And he had lost his legs, both his legs, one above the knee and one below, in a plane crash in the 1930s, and then was able to still get back into it in 1940, back into the RAF, and he was a legless fighter pilot. Only one that I know of. So I think that's pretty well the interior for me done up. Oh. Yeah, so I'm going to have to wait for all of that stuff to dry to add the decal on, because there's a decal for the seat belt. That's kind of nice. Sometimes, and I think I'll use the decal for this, because sometimes what I'll do is use tape, cut my own, and sort of make my own make my own seat belts, but I think with this one, what I'm going to do is just use the
I'm getting paranoid.
decal that comes with. If that makes any sense. So like I say, this particular aircraft that I'm going to build is,
Oh,
what the hell did I drop? Oh, the lid. Guess that mark. A Mark 14. And my goal, so I'll have to talk to Joe again one of these days soon, about getting a V1 rocket or V2, because that's what part of what this thing ended up doing. It was one of the faster piston engine Spitfires, so they were able to hunt down and chase the V1 rockets. Used to get fired from France. The Germans would fire, and I guess you'd call it an early cruise missile. But it was pretty rudimentary. What they would do is just fire it towards England,
okay.
and it would run out of fuel eventually,
Oh,
and then drop. So there was no guidance.
oh,
Yeah. So going after them and actually shooting them down, you'd have to be a pretty brave fellow. You wouldn't want to be too close, because it would blow your airplane right the hell out of the sky. So these guys, yeah. Another thing they supposedly used to do was try and fly up to them and tip their wing, and it would knock them over. Again, I'm not too sure I'd want to be doing that, because there would be a lot of dynamite in those things. A lot of explosives. But you do what you got to do, I guess.
yeah.
So right now I'm going to do the seat is the cockpit sort of green, kind of a puke green, I guess you'd call it almost. Pretty nasty looking green. And then I think with what would be sort of the couch or the leather part or the little bit of comfort, I think I'm just going to paint that a darker green. Sort of an olive. And sort of give it some color. Could have gone with a brown, I guess. Gonna let that dry.
This is pretty cool too.
Eh?
It's a axe and a gun too.
Oh,
Like a little gun barrel there.
can they see that? So you get buy your kits here.
Yep. Just waiting till there's newer ones though.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah. And I've switched to 1/72nd scale, even though I'm an old man, because it tends to be smaller pieces. But I'm still able to handle it. And I do have a couple of 1/48 scales. Like I think in my stash at home I have probably 80 kits.
Just
Not
just,
built. I think since I started working on this, back into it, I think I have about 12 of these 1/72 together. Most of them all of them fighters, the odd fighter bomber. And probably about the same number right now of 1/48 scales. Again, all fighters. And I think my next project, other than, is going to be a C-130 Hercules, so I'm going modern as opposed to Second World War. I guess I could paint the propeller blades. Yeah, so I'm off. Probably haven't hand painted in a long time. I gotta get my act together. Like I said, I've been airbrushing pretty well everything for quite some time now. And hand painting, I think, is a little different. You do have to probably do 2 coats at least. Let one coat dry and add a second coat to cover it. I think hand painting, there's still more skill needed for that, I think, than the airbrushing. At least that's the way I see it. So I think with this kit, that's what I'm going to try and do.
airbrush it,
No, I'm going to hand brush the whole thing.
fully hand.
The whole thing. Sometimes it takes me,
Couple hours.
no, it'd be more than that. I'm talking just to do the camouflage. This last one I did up because it's a camouflage pattern, 2-color, British Spitfire. And so what I did was the light color first, just covered the whole thing in this light brown.
Yep.
And then let that dry, and then I mask it. And that's what takes me a while, because I take some, what's it called? Sticky tack. Roll it into fine roll and measure off the part that I need to paint green, and then tape it. So I'm a little slow in the head that way, because I have to look at the darn color scheme a number of times so that I don't get the wrong colors mixed up. So it takes me a little longer. I think it takes me just a whole day just to mask. And second coat there. Probably going to add a second coat to this seat the back of the seat. I'm not liking the way that dark turned out. So probably the next time we get together, because I'm just going to put this away actually, once we're done tonight, and then I'll leave it till the next time we get together. Kind of be my project for around here. So how much time do you spend, do you think? Do you spend working on this stuff every day or
Like,
doing
Around-
this?
like how long I take to build them?
Yeah, what do you
I'd say 1 hour. Depends.
Okay.
Because, well, before maybe, well, before an hour to usually build something like
Yeah.
an hour and or under. But since I'm a bit more using more of the sanders, trying to get rid of the nubs more,
Okay.
it's
prepping.
probably going to take me a bit longer.
Yeah.
Because I do not want to see any nub marks on mine.
Okay. So you're starting to do a little bit more fine work.
Yeah.
Let's see, I didn't bring that.
Like before, I would just usually go with a glass file, but now I'm more into the sanding sticks, so I can make it more cleaner.
Yes, so far I have the control stick, bulkheads, floor. Sort of the seat started, done. The instrument panel. I did the 5 blades. It's a 5-bladed scheme for this. I'm used to 3 or 4, but this is a later model and it got up to 5 blades on it. So it was a little bit more of a speedy devil. A little bit more speed to it. Yeah, so I'm going to have it chasing, like I said, the V1. You know, if I'm able to just take my time and I think work on it here, I think maybe when I'm finished, if Joe will have it, maybe I'll just keep it here at the store on display. I think you display some of your stuff, don't you, here at the store?
I put one over there on one of the shelves.
Okay. You've had it there for a while?
Since summertime.
Okay.
It's really important to me since it's the first time I entered a competition, painting competition, and I got 3rd place too.
Where was that? Here?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, right on. That's pretty neat.
Plus, they're having another one here this January 31st, so I'm gonna enter that too with a gun club.
When?
January 31st, like the end
Oh,
of this month.
31st. That
Yeah.
you said the 1st. I
No.
thought, well, you've missed it. At the end of, oh, okay. So what is it? A Gundam competition or?
No, it's just a miniature painting competition.
So you come in and you start painting something?
Yeah, we have 4 hours to paint, and after those 4 hours, Joe and Courtney, another person who works here,
Okay.
or maybe a different person, goes and judges them to see which one's the best.
Okay. Well, that's cool. That is very neat.
And this time there's a theme, unlike last time. This time it's Winter Wonderland, so I'm guessing winter colors maybe?
Oh. I have never entered any contests. I'd like to eventually get going on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'd like to look at doing is something they've done in, I think it's out of Saskatoon. that hobby shop, or not shop, the club. They do a thing called Model Palooza. So I think it's a whole weekend. They get together and just work on kits. But I think once we get going, see how this goes.
Yeah.
But hopefully it kicks off and get more people involved. So this is what I have done so far. That's probably it for the night.
Well, for me, this is what I've done so far. It's a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's here. So I've got, like I said, the bulkhead done up and interior. And I think the next time I'll bring some of my weathering stuff and dirty up the interior a bit. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, with this kit, because I think the cockpit's going to be closed. I don't think there's a pilot that comes with this, so it'll be closed. Unless I might be able to find one, a pilot for it. Slip them in, because it's pretty hard to chase a V1 rocket if you don't have a pilot in it. That doesn't look very real. So that's my goal with this kit. That's the whole idea of this one, is just, I think once a month, that was your idea to start looking at buildings. So that's what I'm going to do the next time, is just probably work on that some more.
So should we do another build meeting next time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, well, maybe we can do that every meeting. Just have a part of it as build. I mean, if you have nothing to build, that's fine. You can just sit around.
Just sit and talk.
Yeah. That's my goal. I like the brushes. They worked out good. Joe had given me or bought them here at the store. So I think the next time I get together with this beast, I'm going to look at weathering it up a bit, and then assembling the seat, cockpit and stuff, and then the halves will go, the fuselage will go together and carry on from there. I don't know if maybe what I'll do is take some of Army Painter spray can and prime the outside wings and fuselage, making it a little bit easier for the paint to stick. So I think that's maybe what I'm going to do the next go around. Obviously I'll have to spray it at home because I don't think there's anywhere to spray here. So that's what I'll end up doing. So hopefully it ends up looking something like this. You know, I've got all the colors I need. So far it looks like not a bad little kit. I think I've got 2 sprues. Here's the one. Here's the second sprue that's got some of the weapons on it, rockets and landing gear, wings. And then the third sprue is actually the canopy. Oh, by gosh, you know what? There may be an open option. Sure there is, yeah. I can have it opened.
Ooh.
But I might hunt down a pilot if I have in my sprue box, spares box, look for 1/72nd scale pilot
Just look to see
and
if
try and
there's
shove them in there. See if I can get them to fit. So maybe that's what I'll end up doing also. So that way I'll be able to, like I say, chase that V1 rocket. that's what this is what I like about this hobby. It's fun. I try not to take it too serious. Like some guys get really serious about it, and
You start arguing.
yeah, and they I call them, people call them rivet counters. And I mean, those are the guys that'll look at a kit and say, well, no, that's a Mark 15. It should have this, this, and this, and whatever.
Get picky.
Yeah, so I'm in it for the fun. I do try and make it as close as I can to the real thing. But I'm not going to lose sleep over something. That's for darn sure. So that's my plan, is I'm going to bring this back in a month. So the next meeting actually will be the first Wednesday of February, and I think we've changed the time a bit.
Yeah.
We're looking at
6 to 8.
6 to 8 as opposed to 7 to 9. So we're looking at February 5th. And I'll get that on the Facebook page, on Joe's Facebook page with the Fire Sky's the Limit. And like I said, Joe's really been helpful. So that's my project for Yorkton Fine Scale Modelers Club, Association Club, is to work on this Spitfire. And take it from there. And that's it. 7:55. Well, thanks so much for coming out.
Yep.
I like what you're doing.
I wish more people would come though.
It'll come. It'll get there.
One day.
Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. This isn't going to happen overnight. A lot of the times, with this hobby, sometimes people tend to be loners anyway. I mean, I like meeting people. I like getting out and doing things. But left my own device, I could sit in my workshop and do this 24/7. And I got to remind myself there's other things and other people. But I do really enjoy doing this and working on scale models. One of my ambitions would be to definitely do another diorama, either on the ground or in flight, which means building a stand and doing those kinds of things for in flight.
Yeah, I've seen ways where people like use the clear spruce. They use them as stands.
Yeah, melt it.
Yeah.
Well, not melt it, I guess you
Well,
would
more
probably
melted,
hairdryer.
bend it, and then.
Yeah, you can bend it and then add on. There's some of the guys out there that do some amazing work. Like I've seen some you can't even tell.
Yeah.
Like it looks so real.
Yeah, I've seen somebody use these runners as hangers for their Gundams that you can use.
Which?
They use the spruce and make hangers.
Oh, yes.
For them,
Yeah. I'll have to bring that the next time. I'll show that to
you
you.
made one?
I took some of this glue, maybe a half a bottle, and started throwing some of these in, and it melts it into a thing called sprue goo. So when it comes to having to, what is it, fill
Fill some of
if
the.
there's gaps,
Make mistakes.
or it's a gap,
Yeah.
and I just put it in there and it fills it right up. And because the putty sometimes shrinks, so you still end up with a gap or it cracks or whatever. So I think that's the whole idea of doing this kind of thing, is we bump into people. Where'd you get those sanding sticks?
Oh, they're just right around the corner over there on the shelf.
What size are they? Does it say or?
Oh, the grit?
Yeah.
Oh, this is 400, this is 600, and then this is 1000.
Oh, okay.
So
I see. I've
let's
been using
first start with
these.
400.
This is 3200.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got some heavier stuff. But,
You guys sound great to the mics, eh?
well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right on. Thank you. It's been a slice.
Hey, Will, you ever use for this? Or pieces or bits?
Oh, are those
For,
Oh, yeah.
I never ever bought the car or anything like that.
Would I have? No, I don't. I think I'd have it.
Kind of gauges and stuff like that,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
I think that's more.
You get a little
that's just-
painting done today?
Yeah, a little bit. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be my project for here. So I'll try.
Oh,
and
cool,
come
cool, yeah.
Once a
Yeah,
month.
we'll have this set up every time now. It's
So-
on here, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on there, yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, I think I turned my mic off.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay.
And no, this was fun. Learning some stuff. So I think I talked a bit about what I'm doing. With
I
this.
watched a bit I had it on over there.
Yeah,
so,
whatever.
yeah, I can hear you guys talking. It's a little delayed. So, hey,
Oh.
how is that glass file?
oh, glass file?
How is it?
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
The hell?
it's a glass file.
Oh, display.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Polishes the
Oh, for window or
Plastic.
for canopies or?
yeah, clear parts basically to like make them not foggy or
Sure,
cracked. Yeah,
not foggy. Yeah.
guess that's how it works.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I would
super fine buffing.
The finger ones are just as good.
I feel like these are better because they give it that matte look on this one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Plus, before I used like a file that's lesser than 400, and when I used a glass file on it, it left scratch marks on it. So
Yeah.
then-
Glass one.
yeah. Well, no, not necessarily the glass one, but the other file because it dug in deeper.
deep.
In, yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that definitely you will not get
Yeah, no.
gouges from that thing.
Plus, even if I use like both of these, there's still gonna be like some sort of clouds kind of.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So I much more prefer these ones over that one.
Cool. Good to know.
I may have to. I already spent too much. So.
I don't have any.
But I'm good.
They're all
Otherwise you'd have to give this young guy some commission because he'd. Is this yours?
Yeah, that's just garbage.
Is it garbage?
Yeah, garbage.
Okay.
the Tylenol will kick in.
That was a riot.
Quite a bit better.
This is done. Yep. This guy's done too. Shoot. Sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm not really much of a talkative type of guy. And I'm pretty quiet. I I don't know. So sorry, I guess. So. that bothers you, I'm sorry. Dang. There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. are different sizes. Just use this. Oh, wrong side. Oh shit.
Yeah,
You say anything, we're gonna kill him.
this guy's trying to outdo me.
Right?
He's outdoing me. Hey, Bells, that's a hell of a good idea. Congratulations. That's a darn good deal.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna hire Howard to make these 12 books. One more thing.
That's a big circle there.
I'll get back to you.
What's that?
I'll get back to you. What? Kids. The baby. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
We'll see you next month, Will.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
Oh, no,
discussed
you'll
it.
see me before that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I got that order
We
in.
discussed the new hours.
Yeah.
I what?
We discussed the new hours.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I did on there. He's figuring 6 to 8, so yeah, 6 to 8.
Yeah, 6 to 8 would be
okay.
good too, because then every once a month it'll line up with the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's good for them to see
Yes.
something different too, right? And then what we might do, because we're gonna do Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh on here too, but when
Yeah.
you come in that day, we're gonna definitely get the
Yeah,
modeling
a
going.
little bit
over
of
here.
time.
Yeah. That'll be some excitement, right?
Yeah, and like I
Something
said, I'll
different.
keep this project going
Yeah,
for
just
this.
for this, just for the
strictly.
store. I like it, yeah.
And I talked a bit about you doing some weathering the next go around and putting stuff together. And I'm gonna hand paint the whole thing, so
Okay.
as opposed to using spray.
The aerosol.
I might spray it at home just with primer.
Yeah, sure.
So the paint
There's-
sticks
we
better.
can't, I don't think
No.
we would be, way
No,
too stinky, eh?
See, and I've got a system set up.
Oh, yeah, the air
Yeah.
vent? Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So
Very nice. Oh, well, I hope I get over this cold.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, you got your stuff
Oh,
too? Do you want me to
I
make a little box for those
Hey?
display cases?
Yeah, if you've got.
I should have one, yeah.
I'm just gonna put this stuff in the van.
Okay, and I'll get the other stuff packed up. too. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's just me. Hopefully I can get this finished at the end of the session. Hopefully. If not, I'll just finish it at home. Hmm, 8:16. I think I might finish this. Ooh, there we go. Oh my God. No. What? I might just paint that one. Oh, Let's spread these out a bit more. Yep. I should have brought my silver. Oh. There it is. Nope, I'm not missing anything. There we go. Oh, I need to hurry. There we go.
Wrong one. Keep
Interesting. just gonna do that. Well, I'm probably just gonna I'll build the rest at home. I'll build the weapons here.
Did you get some done tonight?
I got most of it done. I
What
just,
did you build here? Is it a Gundam?
it's a weapon pack
I
basically.
thought it was a weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you get him too?
No, that comes in a separate one.
So you get this part?
Yeah, just that part.
Okay. Is that part of it there?
No,
That's pretty cool.
it's from a different one.
That's cool. It's a gun?
It's a support unit that can be used
Oh,
as
yeah,
like the
yeah,
backpack.
yeah. See, you could fly, yeah.
Yeah.
This way.
I'm just trying to get the weapons done here.
Do you ever glue any of it together?
glue?
Yeah.
Depends.
Sometimes you have
Yeah,
to. I think.
yeah. Well, not really, unless you break something.
Yeah, like when I broke that blue thing off.
Yeah.
Right? I like how this could go different ways.
Yep.
These are, you did paint sticks on these ones?
Yeah.
You can tell the shine is gone from that plastic.
Yeah.
You see the difference with the. I'd really like to see that one that you started, the one with the ripped off arm and that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got quite a bit of dusting, eh?
Yeah.
All these empty.
Yeah. Those are gonna be thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check. Hold on. Nope.
Yeah, done it.
Yeah.
This is a big one. What is this? 1/100 or 160? No, 1/100.
Well, that one doesn't really have a scale.
Oh, okay.
So
'Cause
they
this
just-
is that's 144, right? The
Yeah.
red one.
Yeah. 144.
Okay. Is this from my store? I don't.
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah. That one's from your
It
store.
is. Wow. She's. Oh, he's a stealth fighter.
Yeah. It's a combination of many things.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. So that pops off his back. That's cool.
This is how it works basically. So you would first have to untap these parts first.
Oh, okay. Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, that's wicked.
Now these arms would be like the thrusters basically, like
Okay.
the forearm
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
But there's like the bullet train right here.
Does this go back a special way?
Just you just basically move this back.
Oh, I figured those moved. I was looking at it going, I think those moved. Well, that's quite, wow. I'm gonna do the other side.
Okay.
That is so cool. Oh, okay.
Here's the bullet train part.
Well, that's cool. What is that?
Bullet train, I think.
Cool. Almost goes together. That's a lot of pieces connecting together.
Yeah.
That could be your flame in the back. That's pretty cool. Stealth fighter. That's cool. bullet train. I got one. I had one of these. This went together too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
These
What is this? Does this attach to one of them as a weapon?
No, that's the arm parts, like the
Oh, yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah. Oh, I gotcha.
And then these are
But it
just
turns into a bullet train.
drills. I
Oh
guess.
yeah. Just like you said, support.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's pretty cool too. I like those clear wings in the back.
Yeah.
Second. Okay, I'm going to shut off the live stream.
Yeah.
So, thanks for everyone watching, whoever has. We'll see you
Yeah.
again.
See ya.